Slow this down a little bit.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Former Seminole back home in Florida, it's Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to throw. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a handoff working right. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
In at quarterback, his pass complete to Dalvin Cook. A gain of 16 on the play.
Herbert on 3rd down now. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Texans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Requires 7.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go jet sweep here with Chart, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Dances by him. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A toss play to the right.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on fourth and goal. Back to throw here. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. The run is turned away on fourth and goal from the 2. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On second down now, it's Cook.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 25, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 26. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Leads to
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Texans nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And 5.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
47 is the mark. 47 is the mark.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Herbert on first down now. Open man is Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. Well, the second down throw on target. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
At the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Texans.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff looking right. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
He was watching that play unfold and watching him complete it. Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Texans 14.
handoff out of the gun. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
49-yard line.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 55's my guy, 55.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to work his way down to the 16. An 8-yard gain, so that gets him halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Count. 6 guys.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
Yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Hard throw, incomplete. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Herbert. He completes this to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Setting up the screen for Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cook. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
A gain of 14. And the Texans first down.
Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy.